All right, hello, hello. Mic check, 1, 2. All right, hello, hello. Good evening. All right, mic check, 1, 2. Hi, teams. Good evening, brother. Kumusta? Namaste. Hi, Annalyn. Hi, teams. Team Sabas. Bro, I hope hindi ako istorbo sa sadhanas mo, sa spiritual practice mo. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Sino pa? Alright. So, share ko muna yung links. I'm still waiting for others. Marami kasing nag-show ng interest na sumali sa discussion tonight. So, yun. I'm sending the links right now. I hope na gising pa tong mga to. I told them kasi 9:30 but medyo nagka-aberya, nagka-problema ng konti sa app. medyo nagka-problema din sa internet kasi ewan ko ba tong cellphone ko na parang nadi-disconnect siya sa sa wifi namin for some reason. So far so good. Eto, nakabalik na. So yeah, we're live. Sino pa yun sila? Alright, while waiting for others. Hi, Mama Jo. Yan, eto na totoo. Yes, Mama, ito na yung totoo. Okay, I'm just tagging people. Saan na yung mga yun? Okay. Hi, Mama Jo. How are you po? Thank you for joining in. Kumusta yung beach? Ano bang pinagkaiba ng beach dyan sa beach dito sa Pinas? Pwede nyo po i-describe? Alright. Post this one. Okay, where are the others? Nasaan yung friend ko na isa? Patay, baka nakatulog na. Mas maalat. Totoo po ba? Mas maalat dyan? Mas maalat yung dagat dyan? Parang wala nang pinagkaiba. Where are the others? So we're 4 right here. I'm still, Mama Jo, I'm still trying to figure out paano i-save yung video dito sa via using Streamlabs. Kahapon kasi medyo nagloko yung app in the middle of my live stream. There was a notification na parang may error, pero the live stream was still on progress. Tapos nung I click stop and finish the event, 'di ba supposedly automatic masisave na yon. But what happened is that, I don't know, hinayaan ko lang kasi na-click ko na yung save. But turns out na until kanina, chinek namin ni Ana, we can't find any recording of the live broadcast I had last night. So my theory is that first, baka may mali ako sa pagpindot. Second is that baka it's due to the technical error nung nagloko yung app ko kagabi. Baka yun yung cause. So kahit I click the right buttons, hindi pa rin siya na-save. Anyway, we'll figure it out later after ng live stream na to. Okay. Saan yung mga tao? Alright. Wala daw load. Gusto sumali pero walang load. Uy, tama mahal. Invite mo si Ma'am Zen. Zen? Si Aiza? I don't know. Parang Chinese yung name ni Aiza. I can't type it. Opo. Nag-click nyo yata yung continue. Last night, I'm quite sure, Mama Jo, I clicked end session, but turns out, pag open ko kanina sa account ko, the live is still on progress. So, I went back to my Streamlabs app and tinry ko kanina, mga 20 minutes yata before ako nag-live stream ngayon. Tinry ko yung option na continue an existing broadcast. Ano? Patay, nakatulog na yata yung isang kaibigan ko. I'll try to call. 9:52 nag-message siya, bro. I replied 9:55, 3 minutes lang. Grabe naman, nakatulog after 3 minutes. Shoutouts to Karina TV. Hi ma'am. Good evening po. Welcome. Thank you for dropping by. Nope, don't. Opo. Don't continue. Yun nga, tinry ko lang kanina kung talagang nagpi-play pa ba yung live ko kagabi. I'm just, trying to figure out kung ano sa nagkamali. Kasi kung hindi na yun active yung live ko kagabi, hindi siya magko-continue, right? Because parang may notification sasabihin doon na there is no such video, you have no existing video na i-continue. But yeah, baka nga may baka may napindot akong mali, or baka dahil sa technical glitch kagabi. Anyway, need po new broadcast. Yes, this is a new broadcast, so this is a different video that I did. Okay. Ano to napindot ko? Alright. Ito kasi mahirap pag nata-trial and error ka sa applications, tapos medyo slow yung internet mo. You don't know which is which. Kung May problema ba sa app? Dahil ba sa internet delay? May napindot ka bang mali o ano? I see. Ayos na po ba tong Streamlabs? Anyway, it's alright. Check natin yung iba. Health bad error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Okay. Okay naman po. Medyo buffer lang. Okay. Yeah. Yung sabi ng Streamlabs. Medyo buffer daw. Paano to? Na-share na po ba sa barangay? I think na-share na sa GC. Tulog na ata yung mga kaibigan ko. Yeah, shoutouts to Karina TV, House de Barangay, pati sa page ng Lusong. Ay, hindi ako kasali sa GC doon. Si Ana kasali doon. Okay. Alright, so good evening to everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. Sa mga hindi nakakakilala, ko si Joseph. Hi po sa lahat. Okay ba yung mic? Okay, so yeah. Um, my name is Joseph Lagumbay. Actually, medyo mahaba yung name ko, but I prefer to be called as just Joseph. Um, yung mga nakakakilala sa akin, I'm actually I am an independent Catholic priest. Mas kilala ko dito bilang si Father Joe. Um, yeah. However, sa opisina, kasi dati I'm a call center agent na naging team manager, naging team leader. So, naging tawag sa akin ng mga agents ko, syempre TM, kasi team manager. So, TM Joseph, hanggang nakasanayan na. So, within the whole company, tawag nila sa akin TM Joseph. So, that's why, yun na lang yung sinunod ko. When I created my YouTube channel, I use TM Joseph instead of Father Joe or Father Joseph. It's because, first, when I use the term father, I always get into trouble using that. Also, hindi naman talaga prerequisite or you're really not obliged to call me father. Don't worry, God will not be angry if you don't call me father. But yeah, that's the politically correct term. But personally, I don't prefer to be called as father. Brother Joseph is okay. Yeah, so I prefer to be called as TM Joseph instead of Father Joe. May ano din kasi, may nakakabit na parang negativity na din yung name na Father Joe. It's because we are an independent Catholic church. We bring the name Catholic. We practice the basic Catholic rituals. However, we are not recognized by the Church of Rome. So yun, medyo may conflict of interest kasi iba kasi yung paniniwala namin. Roman Catholic Church or the Catholic Church in general. We're not even promoting that, Christianity is the one true religion. Now, the page that I created, the YouTube page I created, is more focused on spirituality. So as much as possible, I don't want to talk about religion. However, there is a thin line, or should I say, religion and spirituality are topics that are inseparable. However, we can choose to discuss one over the other. But, along the way, hindi talaga maiiwasan na, ma-mention. But anyway, as much as possible, my vision kasi sa YouTube channel ko is, to make it more universal. The topics should be universal. It should be for everyone, regardless of your religious belief. It is applicable. It is something that you can try. It is something that you can do by yourself, regardless of your belief or non-belief, so to speak. Because at the end of the day, it is not our beliefs that would make us a better person. It is our behavior, right? So, yes. The corporate mystic. This is an idea that I have created like a few years ago. Because the idea of the corporate mystic is, in a way, we follow a premise that regardless of your religious belief, we are all spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. We are not human beings having a temporary spiritual experience, but rather we are spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. Now, regardless of what religion you belong, there is always that specific idea that is being presented na tayong lahat, we are created by God or gods or whatever you want to call that divine being that encompasses all intellect, or that encompasses everything in the whole universe or multiverse. However, lahat ng religion, yun kasi yung sinasabi that we are created by this entity, by this deity, by God or gods, and that we are spiritual, and then by the end of our physical lives, we go back to that source, right? We go back to whatever it is that, or wherever it is that we came from. So with that being said, be it Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity, what else, and all other religious beliefs, even Islam and Judaism, all the isms, we all go back to God, or to the source, and we are all created from the essence of the source, or this divine being. So with that being said, as humans, hindi lang tayo physical body, hindi lang tayo puro ito katawan lang. There is a transcendent aspect of being a human being, right? There is a transcendent. When we say transcendent, it is the aspect of our humanity that cannot be seen or cannot be observed. However, we have also this immanent aspect of our humanity, which is something that can be observed. So this is our physical body, and not just the physical body, but also our energy bodies. Later on, or maybe in my future videos, we will be discussing about energy bodies. So according to Albert Einstein, one of the great scientists that I really love, everything in the universe is just energy. So he made a famous equation, E is equal to mc squared, meaning energy is equivalent to mass times the speed of light squared, meaning tayong lahat, even matter, is made up of energy. However, this energy condensed in a way that it became matter, and depending on how condensed the energy is, there are different states of matter. We have solid, we have liquid, or we have gas, and this is just energy. And if we take a closer look to it, they say that God is everywhere. God is omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent. Now, if we just try to replace the word God into energy, then everything would make sense. Like, even the chair that you are sitting in right now, that is the presence of God, because that is pure energy. And this energy is conscious. Biruin mo, what decides, or what made the energy turned into solid? What made the energy turned into liquid? What made the energy turned into gas? And what made the energy became a sound energy, or light energy, or electrical energy? So there is something that governs the entire universe. So if medyo nagiging nagiging deep na tayo, medyo napupunta na tayo dun sa quantum physics, at sa mysteries of the mind, what really is the mind. But what I'm just trying to say is that there is this entity we call God, and different religions try to describe this God. However, God is just everywhere, regardless of your religion, regardless if you believe in a God or not. God is just everywhere, because the whole universe is conscious, right? Kaya if you do something to others, be it good things or bad things, babalik yan sa'yo. Because according to the law of conservation of energy, for every action there would always be equal and opposite reaction. So doon na papasok yung law of karma, because we are living in a universe of pure energy. And even if we try to think or to imagine spirits or angels or even demons, so to speak, as energies, as conscious energies, then everything would make sense. Maybe these energies are just very subtle, that our current current scientific tools are not able to observe these energies. However, these are real, right? Um, there are spirits. There could be ghosts. There could be demons or whatnot. Um, the most important thing here is that we keep our minds open and our hearts open as well, because wala namang mawawala kung susubukan natin. I remember I posted it on some of my videos that mysticism, the mysticism that I speak, this is not black magic, right? Mysticism is basically a collective term of this wide array of different spiritual practices that was done by our ancestors in order to help them achieve something. Mysticism is often misunderstood, right? Kasi akala natin mysticism puro siya, yun bang nakikita natin sa movies, yun potions, magic, spell. Well, in a way, yes, because again, we are living in a universe of pure energy. And let us remember that our words, these are very powerful because this is energy. These are conscious energy. So, mysticism is a spiritual science. Spiritual science siya because it has a method. Meron siyang methodology. There is an explanation behind it. However, its mechanism is something that we could not observe in the physical reality or in the physical dimension. Tulad nito, have you tried texting yourself? You send a text message. You send it to yourself. It's amazing, right? You can't see any wire or anything that is able to send your message back to yourself. Or sige, for example, try texting your spouse, try texting your friend. There are no wires involved, but it's really ang tawag nito, it's really amazing. How did that work? How did that happen, right? We can't see the mechanism behind. Yung pinag-aralan lang natin is kung paano mag-text, paano pindutin yung mga buttons, press send, tapos nag-send yung text message. Now, we do not see the mechanism behind, and we really don't fully understand the mechanism behind. However, it is real. Totoo, nakikita natin yung resulta. Kasi when you send a text message, nakatanggap yung friend mo or nakatanggap ka ng message, right? So, ganun din yung mysticism because the mechanism is cannot be observed by our physical senses because this operates in the level of spirituality whereby this operates in a higher level of energy. So this is a very subtle energy that hindi na natin na-observe in the physical dimension. That's why when we speak about karma, no? Sino ba dito naniniwala ng karma? Do you believe in karma? Karma is a Sanskrit word that really means action. Pero tayo mga Pinoy, di ba, pag sinabing karma, always negative yung pumapasok sa isip natin. Kakarmahin ka kasi ang sama ng ugali mo. But karma is a neutral word. So, karma could either be a good karma or bad karma. So, yes, Team Sabas, yes, karma, it means action. So, because in science kasi tinuro to sa atin, di ba? For every action, there would always be equal and opposite reaction. So meaning, pag may ginawa tayo kung ano yung energy na in-exert natin when we did that specific thing, the specific act, it will come back to us. For example, pag sinuntok mo yung punching bag, let's say for example, yung force ng kamao mo is 50 newtons. Kapag bumalik yung punching bag sa iyo, most likely 50 newtons din yung power ng pag-swing ng punching bag pabalik sa iyo. So basically, in a nutshell, that's karma. And of course, we don't see the mechanism behind. We don't see the mechanism. Paano yun nangyari? Right? Ba't nangyari sa akin to? Ganun. So, we don't see the mechanism behind it. However, nangyayari. It's happening. We don't really understand it that much, but totoo siya. In Christianity, may two terms tayo sa karma. We call it blessings and curse, right? So we can read it in the Bible that the more you give, the more you receive. So it speaks of good karma. Pag tinulungan mo si may tulong na darating sa iyo, ganon. If you offer your life to the Lord, meaning you do good deeds, you serve others, you serve your fellow men, it will come back to you. But if you do bad things to others, then of course it will come back to you as well. So even if we don't understand this that much, even if our understanding of it is not that deep, as long as we follow the basic principle of loving one another, then we will not violate any law, right? For example, if you're working in a company, of course there are certain specific rules and regulations within your company, right? The HR have written a handbook full of rules and regulations. So dapat hindi ka malilate, dapat sakto yung time in mo, dapat ganito ganyan, hindi ka dapat you should follow the orders of your superiors, you should follow the rules of the organization. You really don't have to memorize all those laws. If you have love and respect within you, then you don't have to memorize all the laws or all the rules and regulations given to you by the HR, right? Because if you practice love and respect, then of course all those rules will be nullified. Kaya nga, di ba, we hear Jesus often say this, na you don't do unto others what you don't want others do unto you. And when he was asked what is the most important commandment, he said that listen, O Israel, you need to love God with all your mind, with all your heart, with all your strength, with all your soul. It is the first and the most important commandment. And the second is like unto it. You need to love others as you have loved yourself. And within these two laws hang all the laws of the prophets. So meaning, there is this golden cord that connects all the laws, or let's say there's this golden cord that connects that connects us all, and this cord is love. So if we only have love within ourselves, then we really don't have to really what do you call that? If we have love within ourselves, then we don't have to really understand how karma works. Yun lang, for every action there will always be equal and opposite reaction. If you respect others, you will get respect. If you hurt others, of course, most likely in one way or another, there would be someone who might be hurting you Who knows, right? So yun. Right? Um, wala. Mm-mm. Okay, what happened? It's here. Can't find the chats. Okay. Um, Sige, may mga may mga ah, nagtanong sa akin before, um, when did this all started? Uh, ba't ko ba naisipan to? And when did I started to have this kind of mentality? Well, to tell you guys honestly, if you knew me around 10 years ago, I was a really different person. Um, when I was in high school, I was really an agnostic. When you say you are an agnostic, you you don't care if God exists or not. You're not an atheist because an atheist do not believe in God. I'm just an agnostic. I don't care. Yun. So, I joined after college. I joined network marketing, and that was the first time that I was introduced to the law of attraction. If you're familiar with the law of attraction, The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. It was in 2006. It was a book, and there was also a documentary about it, about The Secret or the law of attraction, that your thoughts become things. But of course, I was skeptic because I was an agnostic, so I was really, really skeptic about that. And I tried to understand how does the law of attraction works. And then I bumped into metaphysics. So metaphysics is a is a is a subject within philosophy that discusses or that dwells on the nature of reality. So metaphysics discusses the nature of reality. So according to metaphysics, everything in the universe is just energy, and we are all connected. And aside from the law of attraction, there are also other laws that goes with the law of attraction. Like we have the law of karma, we have the law of giving, we have the law of tithing, the law of polarity, the law of practice, and so on. However, these are all interconnected, and it follows a specific premise that the whole universe is actually one. It's just one entity. It is a conscious energy. The whole universe is just one conscious energy, and that we are just parts of the whole universe. So parang the whole universe is alive, and in order for us to be able to navigate our lives properly, we need to follow specific rules, or we need to understand these laws, these metaphysical laws, so that we will be able to navigate our lives properly. So, yun. That's why yung understanding ko when it comes to these things, naging in-depth siya. Kasi aside from the law of attraction, I also studied metaphysics. And then, I bumped into different religious traditions like Hinduism, Buddhism, and all sorts of isms. Even Islam. And, yun. I've realized that all religious traditions within the world, in this world, is actually just an attempt to describe, or all the religious traditions in the world are just, let's say, these are just institutions that tries to describe something profound or something that cannot be described, such as the experience of God. In Christian Gnosticism, we call that gnosis, or knowing, or that is the experience of God within you, because it is really impossible to describe or to even put into words your experience with the divine, regardless kahit sang religion ka pa. There is, or there would be, that at least one you will be having at least one divine or one profound experience with God na hindi mo talaga may explain into words. Sometimes you just fall into tears. Sometimes you just feel like eternal bliss or whatnot. But you really cannot put that into words. And most, if not all, of the religions in the world, these are just institutions that tried to interpret or tried to describe that specific experience. For example, Prince Siddhartha Gautama, or the Buddha, the Shakyamuni Buddha. He became enlightened. He became the awakened one. And he became a guru. And he had so many disciples. And then when the Shakyamuni Buddha left this world, his disciples continued his teachings, though what's good about Buddhism kasi is that their scriptures, kung paano yun sinulat 3,000 years ago, ganon pa rin yung pagkasulat up until now. So it has been passed down properly to the to the succeeding generations. But still, even if the scriptures that they have written was not translated into other languages, or even if it was translated into a different language, the original translation is still there that we can refer back. Kahit na they were able to hand the tradition to the next generations properly, it's still not enough to describe the profound experience of the Shakyamuni Buddha when he became the Buddha. So words are really not enough to describe this experience. And so Buddhism right now has actually different sects, marami silang sekta. May tinatawag na may Tibetan Buddhism, the Buddhism that really was from Tibet. We have the Mahayana Buddhism, and within Mahayana there are different subgroups. There's also what we call the Theravada Buddhism. That's the Buddhism that is being practiced in Thailand, and so on. We have the Pure Land Buddhism, and there's also the Buddhism that evolved in China, and we also have the Shaolin monks, different, not really denomination, but different sect evolved from one core teaching. Kahit na hindi na-translate yung scriptures nila. So, this happened because the successors, of course, has a different take on that specific scripture, or this person interpreted this differently, this disciple interpreted this section here differently, and so on. So, the issue here right now is, I think, is not really to look for the right religion to follow, because really there is no wrong or right religion. That's what I believe in. There is no wrong or right religion, because the true path towards connecting with the divine, or connecting with God, or sabi nga ng mga born again, having a relationship with God is internal. It is not something that is external. It is a personal relationship with you and God, your higher self, the creator or the emulator, the source, the one ultimate reality. So, religion is really not my focus. I started up this YouTube channel to promote spirituality, a personalized spirituality wherein only you and you alone can attest your relationship with your God. You and you alone can attest if the scientific methods that you are using, the mysticism that you are practicing is effective or not, as based on your very own experience, based on your very own experimentation. Because again, true path is within. The true path is internal. It is within you. So for example, pag sinabi ko na, okay, if you face the mirror every day, let's say early in the morning, and then you say affirmation words like, I am great, I am powerful, I can do everything. I am great, I am powerful, I can do everything. Kung sasabihin ko yan sa'yo na, okay, gawin mo yan, and you will do great things. You will accomplish everything that you wanted to accomplish on that specific day. Of course, kung makikinig ka lang, hindi mo i-apply, tatawanan mo lang ako. Effective ba yan? Parang ano naman yan? Kasinungalingan yan? Alam ko namang hindi ako magaling. Alam ko namang mahina ako. So you're having that negative self-talk na hindi mo pa sinusubukan yung method. Right? Dito kasi, mysticism kasi, this is energy work. This is a spiritual science. So, this needs experimentation within yourself. So, try it and see for yourself kung ano yung magiging resulta. Right? Kasi, if you come to think of it, kung hindi mo siya susubukan, tapos naniwala ka lang sa sinabi ko sa'yo, then, it would also be like religion, so to speak. Because in religion kasi, you are believing on someone else's experience, right? According to the scriptures, ito yung nangyari. According sa interpretation ng pastor, ng pare, ng minister, ito yung nangyari. So ikaw, okay, ganun pala yun. However, if you experience it yourself, then it's not a second-hand experience. It's not a second-hand information. It is a first-hand experience, right? It is your personal experience. And then you can attest when you tell your friends na, hey, alam mo ito yung nangyari. Sinubukan ko to and this happened. Try it. Kesa sa sabihin mo, uy, alam mo, sabi ni TM Joseph, effective daw to. Diba? And also, I am not forcing anyone to really believe on me. We all have our free will. So, the things that we will be talking about, the things that I will be sharing with you, it is upon your discretion kung I-apply mo ba yan? I-apply mo ba yan sa buhay mo or hindi? And if you try and hindi siya effective, then so be it, right? But if you try and it is effective, then it is just right na i-share mo yun sa iba. As long as hindi yun nakakasama. Okay? By the way pala ha, sa dito sa page, dito sa YouTube channel ko, sa The Corporate Mystic, we are not teaching people to harm others, right? Dito kasi sa Corporate Mystic, we are, giving emphasis on energy. We're also giving emphasis on the power of our minds and also the power of our awareness. And from time to time, we also discuss about time. And there are methods or ways on how to not really manipulate, but there are ways and methods on how to tweak these things so that our mind will not go against us. We are able to use our energy properly, and we are able to use our awareness in a way that our whole potential rather is not just scattered. All right, so we cannot do bad things, or we cannot do harm unto others, because it will come back to us. For example, yung law of attraction. Yung iba kasi iniisip nila na, uy, so if I will be thinking of positive things, so most likely it will happen to me. What if I will think of these things? Kasi diba, sabi ni T.M. Joseph, our minds are very powerful daw. Our awareness is very powerful daw. The universe is energy, and once we control our mind, we can focus our energy into something, even into healing. So maybe energy can also be used to harm others, right? Yung kasi iniisip ng iba. But mind you, babalik ulit tayo dun sa law of karma. For every action, there will always be equal and opposite reaction. Once nag-isip ka ng masama sa kapwa mo, and you try to apply these things to harm others, it will come back to you. There is anong tawag doon? May trigger point yan. Once you start thinking harming others, it will come back to you. Now, there is a different kind of mysticism for that, and I do not teach that. Yun yung sinasabi nilang kulam or barang, but we don't teach that here because that is counterproductive, right? Iba yung method nila. So, but yes, it exists, but we don't want to do that. That's bad, and there's a great toll of karma for it. Alright, so usap-usap lang. Uy, Mama Lini. Mama Linda, hi Mama. Good evening. Good evening sa lahat ng bagong pasok. Sino pa ba nandito? Alright. Hello, mic check. Guys, comment naman kayo. How is my audio? Is it okay? Is it buffering? I want to know. Thank you. It's okay naman. Annalyn, it's okay po here, man. Thank you. Team Sabas, it's okay naman. Yung static lang, ha? Static. Ceiling fan. Sorry bro, hindi ko pwedeng patayin yung ceiling fan kasi init talaga if I turn this off. Alright, so sino dyan yung may questions, clarifications, or whatnot, can actually type it on the chat para mapag-usapan natin. Nakatulog na talaga yung mga kaibigan ko. Copy link address. Alright, Team Sabas. Bro, kasapin kita bro ha. Okay, it seems that you are practicing Hinduism. So, can you please share what specific path are you into right now? Are you a Shaivite? Are you practicing Advaita, Vedanta, or Kashmir Shaivite? Are you a devotee of a specific deity in Hinduism? By the way, just to clarify to everyone, I am using a Rudraksha mala bead. So, if you look at Bollywood movies, no, halos lahat ng mga guru, or let's say halos lahat ng mga devotees ni Shiva, Hindu god, ay nagsusot ng ganito. This is Rudraksha prayer beads. So these are made up of Rudraksha seeds, and these are 108 plus 1 beads. So this is a prayer bead or chanting beads. So we chant mantras using these beads. And these beads are actually not ordinary beads. These are the seeds of the Rudraksha plant. And according to the legend of Shiva, these are tumubo ang puno ng Rudraksha galing daw sa luha ni Shiva. Alright? That's why the word Rudraksha actually means the tears of Shiva or the eyes of Shiva. So these are seeds. Tapos, hindi namin to binutasan. May butas na talaga siya. So, according to research then, this has been proven by science that each Rudraksha seed actually contains a specific electric charge. So, may electrical charges ang seeds na to that in a way affects our whole body, especially our aura. So, this can be used to protect our aura. On top of that, if you use this through the every day with for your chanting or for your meditation or for your prayers, then this will also be charged on top of its existing electric charge. So yun, I'm wearing this because I have a very syncretic spirituality, or let's say I have a mixed spirituality, but I identify myself as a Christian. Just to simplify things, I identify myself as a Christian, but not a traditional Christian. I am a universalist Christian, and that's my core. I also practice Kabbalah, or an ancient form of Jewish mysticism, and then I extend my spiritual practice into, some of the Buddhist meditations. I also do Hindu meditations. and I also chant sometimes some prayers in Islam. Um, but my daily spiritual practice is the primordial meditation. I have discussed this in my other videos because the primordial the primordial meditation is actually the meditation that is used by uh, different religious traditions. They call it in different names in different religious traditions. However, um, it is just basically sitting, focusing on your breathing, and that's it. That's how the Buddha was enlightened. That's what Mar Yeshua ben Yosef or Jesus did in the wilderness 40 days and 40 nights. He was fasting, he was meditating, and he was just focusing on his breath. Also, Prince Siddhartha Gautama and all the other prophets and saints in different religious traditions. So, is that a coincidence? No. That's spirituality, because spirituality encompasses all, regardless of your religious belief. We're all human beings, right? And we're all human beings. We have an immanent aspect, we have a transcendent aspect, we have the body, we have the spirit. So once you learn how to silence the mind, how to attune yourself to the higher source, then the divine will manifest here in our lives. So that's what we are trying to promote in this YouTube channel. Team Sabas. Currently, my major is Vajrayana Buddhism under Nyingma and Kagyu. Next would be Vaisnava, particularly the teachings of Caitanya Mahaprabhu, then minor on assorted things. Okay, interesting. So basically, you identify yourself as a Vajrayana Buddhist. So medyo similar ang Vajrayana Buddhism sa Tibetan Buddhism, parang ganun. More closer siya sa Hinduism. You also have this teachings on the Kundalini, or the activation of the chakras or the energy centers of the human body. Here in the Corporate Mystic, in this YouTube channel, I think we may be or I may be discussing a bit of those things, but not really focusing on those. It's because parang ano na yun, it's on the super mysticism na yun. Hindi na siya aligned dun sa goals ng the Corporate Mystic YouTube channel, because the Corporate Mystic, the goal of this YouTube channel is to actually help people like you and me to navigate their lives in the 21st century by the help of the wisdom of the ancient mystics. Kasi kahit sabihin natin na these are ancient wisdom, is still applicable today, because this wisdom is timeless. Regardless if what time, what age, kahit siguro lumipad na yung mga sasakyan like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, wala pa rin pinagkaiba ang karma. Karma would still be karma, right? All the universal laws will still be applicable kahit dumaan man ng ilang libong taon. Kindness will still be kindness after 100 years, 200 years, 1,000 years. Do not do unto others what you don't want others do unto you. Sabi ni Jesus 2,000 years ago. After 2,000 years, it is still true. Mama Jo, Karena TV, sino pa nandito? Team, yeah, say something. What do you think? Anna, Mama Lenny, alright. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Um, Comments, suggestions, violent reactions? Alright, I agree naman po yung karma that it is neutral. Yes, karma is neutral. Thank you. Team Sabas, this is nice, and really by just listening with your talks, bro, will be helpful. It might not be applicable to all, but I think some will benefit from this. Yes, thank you for your comment, bro. Yeah, I mean, ito naman talaga eh. You can choose to believe or not to believe, but you can also choose to try to do it before you say it's not effective, or it's not happening, right? Kasi nga, this is a spiritual science, this is a methodology, there is a mechanism that's just unseen by our naked eyes. So once we do it, then see for yourself, right? The law of giving, the law of tithing, for example. Ganito kasi yan eh. Akala ng iba, mysticism is something very difficult. Mysticism is something na parang para siyang black magic or whatnot. But just by applying the law of attraction, just by applying the law of giving, the law of tithing, just by basically understanding the law of karma, this is already mysticism, right? Kasi mysticism kasi is something mysterious, something that cannot be explained by our very own language, or it cannot be explained by our own understanding. Kasi nga, the mechanism which this operates is not observable by our senses. So the law of giving, for example, the more you give, the more you receive. Different religions teach that. Christianity, Islam, even in Buddhism and Hinduism, that you need to give in order for you to receive. And other people just blindly follow it because it's written in the Bible, dapat ko itong sundin. Sinabi ng Buddha, kailangan ko itong sundin. Sinabi ni Propeta Muhammad, peace be upon him, kailangan ko itong sundin. However, during this time, right now, after the scientific breakthroughs, when we discovered what energy is, what are the properties of energy, we realize that energy, in order for it to function, it needs to flow. So there is a specific flow of energy. So meaning, if you want to receive something, you actually need to give. It's like decluttering your house. Kung masyado marami ka ng gamit dyan, pamigay mo, mag-garage sale ka or whatnot. Diba? So that there will be room for new things. Right? Diba? For example, uminom ka ng maraming tubig. Siyempre, kailangan mong umihi para mawala yung excess water sa katawan mo. And then, you can have a new glass of water. So, basically, ganun yun. That's how the law of giving works. And that is, by understanding that, by applying that, that is already mysticism. Right? So, yeah, this is helpful. It might not be applicable to everyone. I would say this is applicable to everyone. Maybe everyone will not apply this, or maybe not everyone will try to apply this, but this is something that can be used by everyone. Kasi these are universal laws and walang exempted kasi nga law. For example, the law of gravity. If you're a good Muslim, a bad Muslim, a good Christian, a bad Christian, a good atheist, a bad atheist, a good Buddhist, a bad Buddhist, a good Hindu, a bad Hindu, pag umakyat kayong lahat sa building, tapos tumalon kayong lahat, bumagsak kayo sa lupa, una ulo nyo, patay kayong lahat. Regardless of your religion, regardless if you're good or bad, regardless of your race, regardless of your ethnicity. Tama? It's because it is a spiritual law. It is a law. Law is applicable sa lahat. Diba? No one is above the law. Walang exempted sa law. Yun. That is why these things are applicable to everyone. Annalyn Jane, oo. It's just the same for me. Yung sa ibang religion or beliefs lang, iba yung tawag nila, pero same meaning lang. Yes, that is very true. Alright? Sige lang guys, huwag kayong mahiya. Drop lang kayo ng questions or any reaction, or baka may gusto kayong pag-usapan natin ngayon. Just feel free to do so. And also please invite others if you want others to join our conversation. Please invite them to this live stream. Alright? Hello Andrea, Andrea's Vlog 101. Good evening po. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Team Saba, sorry, what I mean on the applicability is like what you say, bro. Some will listen, then some of listener will understand, verify, and apply. And later, they will realize it, and some will not be ready at their current situation. Yep, ganun talaga yan, bro. Katulad din ito ng nung parable ni Jesus about the man who sows the seeds into different types of soil. So, may isang tao na tinapon niya yung seeds sa lupa. Yung may iba, may tumubo doon sa mabatong lupa, tapos may mga tumubo doon sa lupa na mabuhangin, tapos may tumubo doon sa lupa na sakto lang. So, yun. Lahat sila on the initial stage tumubo. Yung isa hindi talaga tumubo kasi mabato. Dun sa mabuhangin na lupa tumubo, pero yung roots hindi talaga ganun ka deep rooted kasi nga 'di ba sandy yung soil. So init, ulan, hangin natanggal yung halaman, yung bagong tubo na halaman. However, yung mga dun nahulog sa lupa na sakto lang, dun sila nag-nurture, dun sila tumubo. So, parang ganun din yun. Not everyone will be able to grasp this instantly. Dito sa YouTube channel na to, sa The Corporate Mystic, I actually tried to narrow down, I tried to dumb down the complicated concepts of mysticism in a way na easy siyang ma-digest, in a way na easy siyang ma-understand ng mga tao, so that they will be able to apply it in their day-to-day lives. For example, itong ilaw, right? We know that kaya umiilaw yung ilaw dahil yun sa kuryente, dahil yun sa electricity, right? But have we really understood what really is electricity? Maybe on the surface level lang. Kuryente, nakakakuryente, masakit. Basta, we really don't have that deep understanding what electricity is. However, we just need to learn one thing. We just need to learn how to click that button there, right? On, off, on, off, on, off. Once we know how to do that, then we can utilize electricity for our fluorescent light. So that's actually the idea behind. So the complex topics on mysticism, we try to narrow it down in a way na madali lang siyang maintindihan ng mga tao. So actually marami pang topics na i-share, but the broader topics, or the main topics, or the foundation topics, I have already shared it on my previous videos. So, but there are still many topics that we can talk about when it comes to mysticism, on how to apply it in the modern day life, in the 21st century, especially if you are starting a business, or if you are in the corporate setting, especially when it comes to in the corporate setting. It's because dyan ako talaga nagtagal. I have been in the call center industry for like kulang-kulang halos magsasampung taon na din, and naging agent ako, naging team leader, naging operations manager, tapos naging services executive. So I have different you know different experiences, different roles in the company. At the same time, I have also applied different techniques or different techniques or different methods in mysticism to help me navigate um, my life in the corporate world. So I will not be sharing things that I have not tried personally myself. So yung i-share ko lang is yung mga bagay na talagang um, na-experience ko firsthand. Kasi 'di ba, mahirap naman magturo ako ng something na hindi ko na-experience. Parang walang conviction. Parang I'm just lying to myself, right? But if it is something that I have experienced, then taas no kung masasabi sa iyo, I can tell it to you straight, eye to eye, na bro, effective to. Ito yung ginawa ko dati, and ito yung resulta. Subukan mo. Di ba? Mas convincing yung ganon. Kaysa sa may nakita lang akong, for example, may nabasa lang or may nakitang video tapos kinaya mo lang. That's parang niloloko mo lang sarili mo. Unless you tried it. After you trying it, ito yung effect. Saka mo ituturo. Right? Team Sabas ay as universal law is universal, yes. Yep. These are universal laws. And it is applicable to everyone. Alright, good evening again sa lahat. Welcome po sa live streaming natin tonight. This is my stream number 2. This is introduction. What is this all about? Again, I am TM Joseph. listening. Alright, time check 11:29 p.m. 11:29 p.m. na. And what day is it today? It's Monday. So 30 minutes before Tuesday. Alright, question. What is success for you? Alright, what is success for you? Sa mga hindi busy dyan, Team Sabas, Annalyn, Andreas Vlog 101, Karina TV, Mama Jo, Mama Lenny, alright, topic. What is success for you? How do you define success? Paano mo masasabing successful ka na? What is success for you? Alright, Team Saba. Success for me is happiness and peace from inside and seeing things clearly and as it is. Okay. Success for you is happiness and peace from inside. So my question, Tim, is right now, are you feeling happy? And are you feeling peaceful? Maybe. Okay. Then maybe you are successful, right? Because if you define success as, success is the feeling of happiness and peace from inside and seeing things clearly as it is. If you are already feeling it right now, then you are already successful. Is that correct? Alright, so yes. Alright, so topic, what is success? What is success for you? How do you say that you are already successful? And can you say that you are successful already right now? Yep, but still feel some sadness and fears. Hahaha. Well, it's alright. From time to time we feel sad. We also have our fears. But we just need to be courageous, right? Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to face it. So when you say that you are someone who is courageous, it doesn't mean that you are fearless. I don't believe that there is someone who is really fearless. Maybe courageous. Ba? About sa health daw request ni Mama Lenny. What about health? How to... Okay. Tap into my feet. Yep, but still feel some sadness and fears. Okay. So... Alright. So, Tim, success for you is the feeling of happiness and peace from inside and seeing things clearly as it is. Okay. Your definition of success is a bit vague for me. It's a bit vague kasi according to the dictionary, according to Miss Mariam Webster, success is the attainment of your goals. So, if success is the attainment of your goal, then my question is, what is your goal in life? Right? What is your goal? Kasi a goal is different from a dream. A goal is a dream but with a deadline. Kasi yung dreams natin, everyone can dream, right? You can dream to fly, you can dream to whatever you want to dream. But if you put a deadline on your dream, then it becomes a goal. Then according to the dictionary, success is the attainment of your goal. Yes, Mama Jo, a goal has a time limit. Yep. Goals are actually dreams but with a deadline. So, success for me is happiness and peace from inside. There is a saying that happiness is not found at the end of the road, because happiness is found in the journey. Alright? So, that's why I ask you, Tim, if are you already feeling happy? Right? So maybe, just maybe, your goal is really not to become happy or not to become peaceful and not to see things clearly as it is, because happiness is not found at the end of the road. It is actually the journey. So my point is, you cannot make happiness your goal because that is within the journey. You need to be happy in order to reach your goals. not the other way around. Because this is how people think kasi. When you were a kid, I want happiness. So maybe when I grow older, I will be happy. Didn't happen. Maybe when I go to school, I will be happy. Didn't happen. Maybe when I graduate elementary, I will be happy. Di rin nangyari. Maybe when I graduate high school, I will be happy. Di rin nangyari. Maybe when I graduate college, I will be happy. Di rin nangyari. Maybe when I start having a job, I will be happy. Di rin nangyari. Maybe when I get married, I will be happy. Di rin nangyari. Maybe when I have kids, I will be happy. Hindi rin nangyari. Maybe when I retire, I will be happy. Hindi pa rin nangyari. Maybe when I die and go to heaven, I will be happy. Hindi rin nangyari. My point is, we can't make happiness as our goal. This is my take on that. It's because we need to be happy in order for us to get our goals in life, and not the other way around. Because happiness is not found at the end of the road. Happiness is the journey. So, once there was a man who told the Buddha, or asked the Buddha, "I want happiness." The Buddha replied, "First, remove I, because that is ego, and remove want, because that is desire. What is left is just happiness." Happiness kasi is not something to be achieved. Because happiness is found right here and now. It is within us. And it's just a matter of perception. Because diba, if you will see a rose, you could be feeling sad because the flower has thorns, or you could be happy because the thorns have a flower. So it's just focusing our awareness onto things that would make us happy, instead of focusing our awareness on things that would make us sad. Right? Annalyn Jane, kaya dapat po i-apply yung SMART if we have a goal. Yes, tama. So the goal should be SMART. Our goals should follow the SMART formula. So it should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bounded. So it should be specific. Alam mo talaga kung ano yung gusto mo. Hindi siya vague. Right? So M, measurable. Ilan ba? For example, specific. Gusto ko ng bahay. Anong klaseng bahay? Dapat specific. Gusto ko ng mansyon. Gusto ko ng kubo. It's up to you. Measurable. Gaano kalaki? Gaano kaliit? Gaano kadaming rooms? Gaano kalaki yung bedrooms? Attainable. Is it attainable? Baka sabihin mo, gusto ko maging superhero katulad ni Superman na lumilipad. It is not physically attainable. It should be attainable. Realistic. And letter T is time-bounded. It should have a deadline. Mama Jo, so sad naman ng tao na yan. Actually, Mama Jo, yung story ko kanina, most, if not all, most of the people are actually like that. Um, we actually don't live in the present moment. We think, we always think that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. So meaning, um, I'm still working right now. Hirap ng trabaho ko ngayon. So may pag nag-retire na ako, I will be happy. But when you retire, you will realize that nothing much has changed nung nagtatrabaho ka pa. So, yun naman, sasabihin mo naman, maybe when I die, when I go to heaven, I will be happy. If we come to think of it, if we don't learn to find happiness right here, right now, then we will never be happy, because happiness is not something that is achieved at the end of the road. Yung simpleng yung simpleng nakatunganga ka lang, yung humihinga ka, if we just learn how to really tweak our minds, focus our awareness on being grateful of what we have right now, then we can be happy at that specific moment. We can be happy even if we are sick, di ba? Sabihin mo, may sakit ako ngayon. Di ba masasad ka kasi may sakit ka? But if you will focus your awareness on positive things, sabihin mo, uy, at least hindi to COVID, at least ubo lang to. Normal na ubo. Yung bang ganon? So, we really need to learn how to be happy in every situation in our life. Kasi, happiness kasi should not be our goal. Happiness should be our tool in order for us to get our goals in life. Nana FG, good evening. Hey, good evening, Nana. Thank you for joining us. Namaste. How are you? Ito, topic natin ngayon, success. What is your definition of success? Happiness is contentment, or like purpose siguro, is found along the journey, not exactly the destination itself. Yep. Thank you for your comment, Nana. Yeah, that's what I was explaining earlier. Happiness is found along the journey. It is somewhat a tool, right? So happiness is not at the end of the road. Happiness is the journey. Happiness is found in the journey, rather. But yeah, here's my question. For you, what is success? How do you define success? Kapag mayaman ka na ba, do you consider that being successful? When you become a wife and a mother of, let's say, 3 kids, does that mean success to you? Happiness is contentment or like purpose siguro is found along the journey. I think it becomes, Nana FG, I think it becomes a misnomer na some might think na pag happiness yung expectation na need na nagkahagak tawa sila or something like stereotypical pictures. Yep. Happiness, how do we define happiness? Happiness is um, it's the feeling of bliss, or let's say yeah, it's a feeling of bliss regardless if um, what is happening in your life right now. So yun, you can be happy even if you're sick, you can be happy even if things are not going your way. Yun. Exactly, there are people you see as quiet or they're sweating it out, but deep down they know they're happy. Yes. So that's it. Actually, the topic kasi is what is success. Tapos, ito kasing sagot ni Tim Sabas. Sabi niya, success for me is happiness and peace from inside and seeing things clearly as it is. So, kaya, na-focus ko yung topic ng happiness kasi I was making a comment na happiness kasi is not found at the end of the road. Happiness is found in the journey. And me personally thinks that happiness should not be our goal because happiness is a tool for us to get our goals. So, kaya na-focus dito sa happiness ang topic. But yeah, the topic is, or the question is, how do you define success? What is your definition of success? How would you know that you are already successful? Pag mayaman ka na ba? Pag marami ka ng pera sa bangko? Or if you become a parent, if you become a wife, or if you got the position that you like in the company? Or do you want to become the Buddha? Alright, nag-reply na yung isa sa mga kaibigan ko. Sabi niya nakatulog daw siya. Kaya hindi siya naka-join sa live stream. Chat ko muna. Okay. Alright. Makagising pa sila. Invite ko muna. Okay, sasali daw sila. Good. Success, I try not to make it be all and all, yeah. But it's for making it through the little trials of every day, kahit just maintaining patience or giving myself healthy food, kahit simple tidbits, or wanting to be the Buddha, pwede rin those. Alright, thank you, Nana. Alright, so, okay, so, you're really not that goal-oriented when it comes to really, having or putting a marker of your definition of success. Kasi, di ba, minsan yung iba sinasabi, I know that I am already successful when I have this, when I have this, when I have this. But you are, just trying to live life, right? It's making it through the little trials of every day, kahit just maintaining patience or giving myself healthy food, kahit simple tidbits. Yeah, but what really is your goal in your life? Like, what is your goal? Like your personal goal, the goal that you have given yourself. And then when you get that, you will say that you are already successful. To become the Buddha. Pwede rin. But aside from becoming the Buddha, because eventually we will all become the Buddha. According to an old Zen proverb, before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. Nandito pa ba si Tim Sabas? Baka nakatulog na. Bro, andyan ka pa ba? I just realized when I check back my answer, it seems like I want to be the Buddha. Oh, you want to be the Buddha. Pag nakausap mo yung member ng 5D Spirituality, sino ba yan? Advaita Vedanta practitioner. He'll tell you that you are the Buddha right here, right now. Anyway, I just realized when I check back my answer, it seems like I want to be the Buddha. Team Sabas. Ayos na yun, bro. Nana FG. Kasi if I try to make a stamp on it, like yung ito ako as success, etc., I found na parang it leads to expectations that sometimes might not be met. Tapos parang nadi-diminish yung feels na, uy, success. Okay? Yeah, good point. So, what you're trying to say is that you don't want to set high expectations for yourself so that you'll not get disappointed, right? Kasi it's our expectations that disappoints us. Tapos parang nadi-diminish yung feels na, uy, success. Diba? Diba? If you've set a goal and then you try to reach it slowly, parang, for example, may long-term goal ka, tapos may mid-term goal, tapos may short-term goal. Diba? Pag na-hit mo yung short-term goals mo, it would seem that malapit ka na dun sa mid-term goal mo. Tapos pag na-hit mo yung midterm goal mo, it would feel that malapit ka na dun sa long-term goal mo. So, I don't understand much na tapos parang nag-diminish yung feels na, uy, success. But, yeah, my take on that was, if we set a goal kasi, this is our, I would say that I'm successful if I hit this. If I will not be able to hit that, at least I am already hitting this this lower check boxes, or yung mga, at least na-check ko na yung mga check boxes below my ultimate goal, right? Nana FG. Pero if goals mo, I wanted to be a renaissance kind of person, yung being able to acquire more than one skill and contribute to humanity. Sorry if parang grand. Well, it's not really something impossible. If you want to be a renaissance kind of person, being able to acquire more than one skill, then you can do that. However, you need to remember that our existence here in this world is just limited, right? You are Nana. I don't know if you believe in reincarnation or not, if you believe in heaven or hell or not, but regardless if you believe in reincarnation, you are Nana only for this one lifetime, and we are composed of a specific energy and time, limited energy and limited time. We're just limited energy and limited time in this vast universe, right? So you can only do so much. Your time is not unlimited. Your energy is also not unlimited. It is a finite resource. So you need to really put your focus on the things which is really essential, or to the things that which really matters to you, so that you'll be able to reach that goal. Because you can't just get everything all at once. You need to really focus your attention into that something, so that you will be able to get it, right? Maybe if you want to acquire, sabi mo dito, you want to acquire more than one skill, then you can actually do that, but you need to focus on those skills, right? You need to allocate specific or certain times of the day wherein you'll be learning this one skill, and you're also learning this other skill, and as the days go by, you need to continuously practice those, so that hindi yun mawawala sa'yo. You will still be having that because that's a skill. It can be learned, right? So you really need to allocate time and energy for that. And let's remember that we only have 24 hours in a day, and our energy is finite. Nauubos yan sa isang araw. So you need to really think, or really use wisely our time and our energy in order for these goals to be able to manifest. So that's why I'm asking, what is your definition of success, or perhaps what are your goals in life, so that at least we will not be wasting our energy and our time anywhere else, right? Because if we have our specific goal in life, no matter how should I call this, how basic it sounds or how profound it may seem, we need to have those markers, so that we will be able to know where to allocate our energy and our time properly. Or maybe less grand than with hopes to be the Buddha, pero you have self na feels na we are all called to be like the Buddha someday somehow. Yes, true. We're actually all in that path. However, some people are just not, they they don't feel it yet that they need to walk in that path. Gusto pa nilang mamasyal. And yup, the acceptance of that limit, heist, sana talaga in the next incarnation matuloy somehow yung iba. Sa bagay, kaya need tidbits in the scope of focus. Yep. So, yeah, according to Nana, yep, the acceptance of that limit, meaning the limit that I mentioned earlier about time and energy. And she adds, sana talaga in the next incarnation matuloy somehow yung iba. Sa bagay, kaya need tidbits on a scope of focus. Okay, but what if, this is a hypothetical question, I'm not saying that this is true or false. What if there is no reincarnation? What if this is just the end of it? When we die. That's it. Right? So, how are you going to live your life right now? Once you learn that truth, if that is the truth, na walang reincarnation or walang heaven at walang hell. Once you die, you just die. It's the end of it. Now my question is, how are you going to spend your life once you realize that one? How are you going to position yourself now? Will you still be having those goals na tidbits? Or will it change? Just a hypothetical question. Nana, then we make the most out of it. Yung 24 hours na yun, dapat nasabi na what we want to say, especially to our loved ones. Madaling sabihin pero hirap minsan gawin. True. Yun. So diba, if we realize that this is just the one life that we all have, and then when we die, there is no heaven, there is no hell, there is no reincarnation even. Once we realize that, then we will start to value our life more. We will start to value other people more. We will start to value our relationships with them more, because we know that this is the only one life that we have. And because of that, all of us will start to think of others more than ourselves. Hindi po ba? When we realize na limited lang pala yung time natin, tapos no heaven, no hell, no reincarnation, we will start to see that napakaikli lang pala ng buhay, and we need to really cherish the moments we have with our loved ones. And our goals and our dreams will be aligned in a way that it would benefit our loved ones. So, of course, kasali na doon yung mga dreams natin na I want to become quote-unquote successful in life, or financially successful in life, to be able to give the life that they deserve, right? Yeah, so that's this is just one realization. Kasi I'm also thinking about that. Um, what if reincarnation is um, not true, right? Or even if reincarnation is true, I can only exist in this lifetime as Joseph. Next lifetime, if there is a next lifetime, it will be a different circumstance. It will be of a different circumstance, right? Iba na yung circumstances nun. Maybe I'll meet my family, but in a different setup. Maybe they would be my friends, or I don't know. Nana FG sa akin siguro might be still the same. I mean, I recognize my limit as human, pero malay natin, there are some who didn't realize a God. They'd be able to go beyond and even inspire even after death. Yeah, could be. Alright, so nagiging deeply philosophical na yung topic natin ngayon. What is success? Tahimik yata si Tim Sabas. Tim, how are you? Buhay ka pa, bro? Team Sabas, ako same pa rin, lalo na I know na may expiry date. I'll just do my best in everything I'm doing para ma-achieve or felt ko yung gusto ko maramdaman. I'm just listening lang, bro, and reading the chats. Okay? Okay. I thought nawala ka. Yeah, of course, we have our limitations. We are just here for a short period of time. We are just a combination of energy and time, right? So, energy, um, energy is just, our physical body is just energy, right? Is equal to mc squared, and we're just here for a short period of time because the molecular bonds that is holding up our body, it's just there for a certain period of time, and after that it will disintegrate and it will go back to its natural form, and my body will become fertilizer again. So babalik ito sa lupa, and yeah, that's just it. That's the end of my ego personality in this life. So that's why I have started this YouTube channel. This is for us to be able to fully maximize our capacity, or let's just say to be able to navigate our lives accordingly in the 21st century. So the corporate mystic, here we really don't dwell on very very deep mysticism. um, However, I try to narrow down the concepts, the deep mystical or spiritual concepts, and share it to people in a way that it's easily being digested. Because again, sabi ko nga kanina, regardless what is your religion, regardless if you are a believer or a non-believer, um, these are actually universal laws and these are applicable to everyone. So um, this page or this channel is created for us to be, this serves as a tool. Tama ba? Yeah, it's an aid. It's an aid for people to be able to at least, have an aid or a tool in their life to help them navigate uh, in the 21st century. As is mentioned earlier, the wisdom of the ancient mystics are actually applicable up until now, right? The law of karma is still applicable until now. Love is still applicable until now. The law of practice, the law of giving, all are still applicable up until now. Alright, Zalo Benitez, are you here, bro? I can't see you. Ayun, about karma, looking forward to hear your views on it, lalo na yung Buddhist perspective on it. Pero maybe another live siguro in the coming days. Yes? Uy, Zalo! Hi bro, good evening. Oh, good morning na pala. It's already 12:18 a.m. It's already Tuesday. Alright. Nana FG. Yeah, I actually posted a video here in my YouTube channel. It's called How to Increase Your Blessing. So I have discussed there karma in a way that, again, it's easily digested by people. And also law of karma. I also discussed the law of giving, the law of tithing, and also the law of forgiveness. So you can search it after this, maybe today or maybe tomorrow. You might want to search it. How to increase your blessings. That's the title. I don't know if you have already watched it. Ito. How to increase your blessings. So, yeah, you will hear or you will know my take on karma. Nana FG, nice pads kasi most have bad views about karma kasi when it's not what as negative as it seems. Yes, correct. Karma is kasi kakapasok mo lang, di ba? Kanina we've discussed that karma is actually neutral, right? It came from it's a Sanskrit word that really means action. So karma can either be good or bad, right? And karma is neutral. So for every action, there would always be equal and opposite reaction. Even though we really don't know how does karma work, But by understanding the fundamental laws of thermodynamics and energy, we are able to understand, or we are able to at least know or have a grasp what really is karma. Because again, this is mysticism, and the mechanism is hidden from us. It's not really hidden, but it's not observable by our five senses, because this operates in the level of spirituality. So there is a mechanism that does this, right? So for every action, there would always be equal and opposite reaction. Pag sinuntok mo yung punching bag, of course, if you have exerted like 50 newtons of strength on that punching bag, babalikin sa'yo with approximately the same amount of energy. So yun. And yeah, exactly, it's action, and it's not always what we think as good or bad. Sometimes it can be beyond our understanding of what the universe seems as. So yeah, okay. Eto again, I created this YouTube channel as a simplified as an avenue of a simplified explanation of metaphysical or mystical laws. However, yeah, if we would like to discuss it that way, karma, we can have it called good karma or bad karma. However, it is just our mind, or it is just our consciousness that actually gives the term good or bad, right? Sometimes what seems to be good is not really good, and sometimes what seems to be bad is not really bad, right? Action and neutral in nature. Nana FG, yes, correct. Di ba? For example, you're a drug addict. Wala ka nang mapagkukunan ng drugs ngayon kasi di ba? Grabe yung raid ngayon ng pulis at PIDEA. However, bigla-bigla may kaibigan kang dumating, tapos may dala-dala siyang drugs, tapos nakuha mo yun sa kanya. So of course you will, oh yes, masaya yung feeling mo kasi nakakuha ka ng drugs. Oh, sabihin mo, oh, this is good karma, di ba? But you're destroying yourself by doing that. Akala mo good karma yun, right? However, few days after, nagkaroon ng drug testing. Turns out nag-positive ka kasi di ka nakapaghanda. So natanggal ka sa trabaho. Sabi naman, malas talaga. So natanggal ako sa trabaho. COVID pa naman ngayon. Right? But it turns out then, na kung hindi ka natanggal sa trabaho, turns out na nag-outing yung, let's say, mga kasamahan mo sa trabaho. Tapos kung hindi ka natanggal on that day, napasama ka dun sa outing. Tapos yung mga kasamahan mo sa trabaho na aksidente, patay sila lahat. Ikaw lang yung buhay. So, di ba? It's really hard to say what is good karma or what is bad karma, what is and what is not. It is just our perception that actually gives names to it. Na ito good karma, ito this is bad karma. It's just karma. That's just it. For every action, there would always be equal and opposite reaction. Ganun lang yun. Kasi in Christianity kasi, grabe kasi yung yung dualistic idea within Christianity. Sabi ko nga kanina, karma in Christianity is divided into two. We call it blessings and curse. So, that's how Christians brand it. So yun talaga, there is duality. But how can you say that such a thing is a blessing, such a thing is a curse, right? So again, it's just our mind. Alright, Nana FG, yes, it's action begetting another action. Correct. Alright, yeah, balik tayo sa topic natin kanina. Baka may gusto pang humabol. Zalo, baka gusto mo pang humabol, bro. The question kanina is, how do you define success? Or, yeah, how do you define success? For you, what is success? Alright, time check, it's 12:26 a.m. Kaway-kaway sa mga gising pa dyan. Hi Mama Jo, wow, gising pa. Gising pa po kami Mama Jo. May mga humabol. Hugas plato. Sige po, take your time. Enjoy. Tama ba enjoy? Yeah, enjoy. Because happiness is not found at the end of the road. Happiness is actually the journey. You can be happy anywhere you are, whatever you are doing. Even if you are sick, even if you are in pain, you can still be happy. Kaya, yun. Enjoy lang po sa paghuhugas ng plato. Sarap ng itapon ng mga kalat eh. I feel you, Mama Jo. I feel you, Mama Jo. Buti lang nahugasan ko na yung mga plato kanina. Kasi kahapon nung nag-live ako, after nung live stream ko, pagtingin ko sa likod, kumakaway yung mga plato. Alright. My battery is only 14% right now. I might be ending soon. But before that, usap-usap muna tayo. My problem on this live stream session today is how to save it. Because last night, when I tried saving it, hindi siya na-save. Right now, kahapon pala, there was an error message dito sa Streamlabs app ko. The request is missing a valid API key. So this is the same error message that happened yesterday. So when I tried to save my live stream video, hindi siya na-save. Kaya if you try to look at my live stream video kahapon, you cannot view it. It seems that parang tinanggal ng owner yung video. But hindi, I didn't do anything. I just saved it and it did not save. So, this live stream video, I just hope na it will be successful today, na ma-save ko to successfully. Kasi sayang, no? Kung may gustong manood, di sila makakapanood kasi hindi na-save yung video. Anyway, everything happens for a reason. And kung dito masasave, so be it. Alright, almost 2 hours na pala streaming natin. Alright, so Nana FG, Team Sabas, Zalo, kung sino pa mga gising dyan, try to open up anything or try to, open up a topic. Maybe this will be our last topic for tonight. Maybe 1 or 2 topics, and then we will end this. We will end this live stream session. Death Note. Dami ko na yung Death Note. Uy, by the way ha, sa mga hindi pa nagso-subscribe dyan, please hit the subscribe button and then click the notification bell so that you'll be notified with my future videos, okay? Yeah. Para ma-notify din kayo sa next live stream ko. Team Sabas, on another GC with my friends, we're discussing regarding the reconciliation of spirituality versus practicality. That's interesting, brother, because that's actually what I am trying to achieve in this YouTube channel. It is the reconciliation of spirituality versus practicality. Practicality and spirituality. Sige, tanong ko sa iyo, Team Sabas, bro. So far, how is it going? Have you come to a conclusion that spirituality can be practical, or the application of spiritual laws is practical? Is it necessary in our day-to-day life? What do you think? Team Sabas, for me, I'm pro for the spirituality can be practical and applicable on day-to-day life, but some might not agree with me. Mhm. Yeah, we have the same take on that. Because again, um, this is under the premise that we are all spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. That is why we need to abide to this, mystical laws, the spiritual laws, so that we will be able to really navigate our lives successfully in this world. All right? Think of it like this: our higher self, God, or the spirit is the horse, right? Tapos our lower self, our ego, is the carriage or the karwahe, di ba? So may kabayo, tas may karwahe. Question: saan ba yung mas mahalaga sa dalawa? Yung kabayo or yung karwahe? Actually, both are important. However, saan yung pagtutuunan mo ng pansin para makatravel ka from point A to point B? Kakalad ka rin mo ba yung karwahe kasama ng kabayo? Or, yung gagawin mo, magmamaneho ka gamit yung kabayo para madala mo lang yung karwahe sa likuran ng kabayo? Which is which? Right? So, that's my take on it. That's why we need to learn this, mystical laws. We need to get in touch with our spiritual selves, with our higher selves, in order for us to navigate our lives here in this physical world. Right? Nana FG, I think it's fairly possible to reconcile naman. Even in some ways, we can incorporate spirituality in everyday. Though syempre, di siguro lahat talaga as in, lalo na if practices for closed sex. Correct. That's why here in the corporate mystic, what we do, we don't dwell much on really deep metaphysical or deep mystical practices. We just focus on things which are essential or let's say helpful to us, yung practical na magagamit natin in our day-to-day lives. Right, Nana FG, plus compromises can be done. Besides, we're living in a continually evolving age and it might adapt with each other later on. Yun nga sinasabi ko kanina, that kahit mag-evolve pa ang society, kahit dumating pa sa punto na lumilipad yung mga sasakyan, yung Tesla cars, hindi mo na kailangan magmaneho tapos lumilipad pa sila. Kahit pa lumilipad na yung mga bahay, the laws will remain as it is. Right? The law of karma will still be the same. Kahit lumilipad yung sasakyan, may sinagasaan kang bata, it will come back to you pa din. Right? Kahit digital na yung pera, pero nagnakaw ka, yung karma mo digital din. Yun. So, ganun lang. Zalo, ba't ang tahimik mo, bro? Do you think that spirituality do you think that spirituality is practical, or practicing spiritual practices is practical? Saan ba yun? Here. On another GC, according kay Tim Sabas, on another GC, with my friends, we're discussing regarding the reconciliation of spirituality versus practicality. So, ito yung take namin, take ni Tim, take ni Nana, at take ko din. I said, or we said rather, that it can be reconciled. Spirituality is just necessary for us to learn because it has practical uses. Alright, battery check 8%. Time check 12:44 a.m. Medyo sleepy na din ako. Yeah. Hi Mama Jo, ay ganda yan, spirituality versus practicality. Opo, yun nga po, si Nana, FG, si Team Sabas at ako, we all agreed na spirituality is practical in a way because in every day we can incorporate spirituality at at the same time, yun nga yung sinabi ko kanina when we started the live streaming, that we are all spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. And we are not human beings having we are not human beings having a temporary spiritual experience, but rather we are spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. So because we are spiritual beings, it is just right na we learn about spirituality, we learn about mysticism, we learn about this spiritual science, so that we will able to navigate our lives properly here in this world. We need to understand these hidden things, but actually it's not hidden, it's an open secret. It's an open secret because some religious texts like scriptures or books, it's telling about telling about these things. However, it's just that sometimes medyo nalimutan na siguro din ng tao na mag-focus sa or i-practice ang spirituality, kasi nga we are more into science na ngayon, more in empirical evidence, and we fail to see that there is a hidden mechanism, there is a higher science that is higher than our physical science, which is the spiritual science, na once we know and understand how to use it, then we will be able to navigate our lives properly. Mama Jo, ano po next topic niyo, Kuya Joseph? Ako, Mama Jo, I think lobat na po ako. I will be ending this soon. So, next time naman po. Maybe, I will schedule another live stream within the week. Rosalo Benitez, yep, ito yung purpose ng The Corporate Mystic. Yes, bro. Tumpak. Thank you. Yeah, this is actually the purpose of the Corporate Mystic, showing the practical side of spirituality, na pwede natin itong gamitin, pwede natin itong i-apply para mas mag-improve pa yung mga buhay natin. Rosalo Benitez, practically discussing our spiritual path or sharing of experience. Yes, that's true, because once we apply a specific spiritual practice, or let's say a specific mystical practice, and then after applying it, kung anong effect sa'yo, kung hindi ba nag-effect sa'yo, we can then discuss that, and it's just sharing of our spiritual experience. And it's not really about debating, it's not really about proving who is right or who is wrong, because our experience, it's actually subjective, and it's only us who will be able to attest, or it is only us who will be able to really say if something is effective or not, if something is working or not, right? I can't tell you that this specific technique, if you will do this, you will become like this. I mean, I can say that, but for you to believe in it, you need to practice it. You need to actually do it before you say, oh, it's not effective, bro, or yeah, it is effective, bro. Because what I am sharing with everyone on my videos is actually based on my personal experience, and it is actually a condensation of all my experiences, all my research, all the videos I've watched, all the books I've read, and also the mentoring from different spiritual teachers and masters that I had in my entire course of life when I was having this journey of spiritual transformation. And I'm just sharing everything that I have learned, right? I cannot give what I don't have. And Rosalo Benitez, true. Just like the Bible, bro. Yes, it's just a sharing of different spiritual experiences. Um, yeah, earlier we've talked about the scriptures on about the translations. The Buddhist scriptures were actually translated perfectly. Um, hindi siya na-change yung language ng scriptures ng Buddhism. However, for Christianity, you know the answer. But the thing is, religion is just an attempt, an institution that is an attempt to explain a spiritual experience, something that's cannot be explained through words. And yun, it became religion. It had doctrines, dogmas, because the different maybe disciples of that specific person has a different interpretation of the experience of the guru or the founder who had that profound self-realization. And then here came religion. But beyond religion, if we look at spirituality, pure and undefiled spirituality, that's where we are. That's what the corporate mystic is all about. We focus on that. And then we look at the human being, the human person in the 21st century. And then we apply these spiritual laws in order for us to navigate our lives effectively in this century. Alright, so I guess that's it. 4% na lang natira sa battery ko. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for joining me in my live stream today. So hopefully next time mas madami pa tayo. Hopefully next time mas madami pa tayong topic na mai-discuss. And thank you sa lahat na nandito. Mama Jo, Rosalo, Mama Lenny. Hello Jo, I'm still watching here from Gulf Aima. Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you so much for the support. Nana FG, Mama Jo, thank you. Team Sabas, bro, thank you so much for the support. Sino pa? Si Andrea, si Karen, Andrea's Vlog 101, Karena TV, Anna Lynn. Thank you so much for staying with me this late. Hopefully next time we'll schedule another live stream, and hopefully next time mas madami pa tayong mapag-usapan. So this is just an introduction of what I am doing, and please stay tuned for my future videos. So please guys, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified with my next videos, and you'll also be notified with my next live streaming. Alright, thank you so much for your time guys. Namaste.